Well-designed and managed woodland integrated into your farm or estate can support your agricultural activities, generate income and save you money. Many of Scotland's hill and upland sheep farm businesses are benefiting from existing woodland, but are also considering exploring woodland creation funding options available through the current forestry grant scheme. Here's Andrew Barbour of Fincastle in Perthshire talking about his experiences.
My family have been working land here at Fincastle for many generations now. Farm here is 540 hectares. It's high. The lowest land is about 1,000 feet. We're up here at about 1,300 feet. It's a cattle sheep unit. We have 400 Texel cross sheep and about 50 suckler cows. About 10% of the farm is woodland, planted mostly by the previous generation, though we've expanded the woodland area a wee bit in my time here. Two types of woodland really. There's commercial plantation woodland where the main aim is to produce timber to make money, and the other type of woodland has been for shelter for the livestock. Choosing the right species for the ground was something that the previous generation were good at. So in the commercial plantations we have a mixture of pine and spruce, Douglas fir and larch. And in the shelter belts, as you can see behind me here, we have Scots pine, larch, some sycamore, various mix of species. The commercial plantations were planted on the poorer ground, but where there was reasonable lorry access. Absolutely critical choice, that. And the shelter belts were planted higher out where they were needed to give best shelter for the livestock. The shelter belts placed at the top of the farm have allowed us to keep the sheep up here, utilising the high grasslands through the winter months. That enables us to save the in-by parks, rest them in the key months of February, March before lambing time, and gives great shelter to the livestock. That means pounds, pence saved. We reckon about £4 a head saved in extra feed that we would have had to otherwise give these sheep. The shelter belts and using them with the way we use them has allowed us to move from the less productive animal of the traditional hill breed of blackface, which we used to keep here, and we've moved to a more productive breed, the Texel cross, which we would struggle to keep up at this elevation if it wasn't for the shelter. At Fincastle, our main focus is livestock production, and the trees haven't altered that in any way, but what the commercial plantation in particular have done is to give us an extra source of working capital from time to time. That has been very, very important in renewing sheds and etc. etc. Wouldn't be without them. If you're careful on how you plan your woodland, you needn't alter your stocking rates. You can keep your focus on the livestock production. Clearly it depends on the nature of the farm, but we wouldn't want to put all the farm to woodland, be putting all your eggs in one basket. The financial risk doesn't make sense to us. Integration of the two, both financially and in the stock shelter that's provided, really makes the business work well. Forestry, in terms of the way that income comes into the business, is very different from farming. Farming gives you an annual income. Forestry is a long-term investment that you need to make, so you've got to be thinking long-term about it. But once you've made that investment, in the decades ahead, you will have a very valuable asset there, which you can draw on to help the whole business as and when needed. It's good that the forestry and the sheep sector are working together to try and identify opportunities where both can benefit. And it's good that the government are helping facilitate this. It's excellent to my mind.